Right now, buyers are walking into Santa Clarita homes, Los Angeles homes, already looking for reasons to say no. And within the first few minutes, they've usually made up their mind. Not because the house is bad, not because the market is dead, but because today's buyers are judging homes completely differently than they were just a few years ago. They are more cautious, more payment sensitive, and far more emotionally reactive to presentation, condition, and value. And that means home sellers thought would fly off market are now getting passed over within minutes. And the worst part, most sellers have no ideas why buyers are mentally disconnecting so quickly. So today I want you to walk you through exactly why buyers are walking away from listings faster than ever in today's Santa Clarita market, the silent mistakes sellers are making without realizing it, and how smart sellers are keeping buyers emotionally connected the moment they walk through the door. Because in this market, buyers don't need a reason to buy anymore. They need a reason not to leave. Hi, my name is Rima Rafe with the Rafe Group here in Santa Clarita Valley with eXp Realty. And if you are thinking about selling your home, this is one of the most important mindset shifts you need to understand in today's market, because buyers' psychology has changed dramatically. And sellers who understand that shift are still creating strong results while others are struggling to keep buyers interested. Let's start with the biggest thing sellers need to understand right now. Buyers are overwhelmed with choices compared to what they experienced a few years ago. During the peak market, buyers felt pressure. Homes were moving quickly, inventory was tight, and buyers rushed to decisions because they were afraid of missing out. But now the emotional pressure has shifted. Buyers feel like they have options, and when buyers feel like they have options, they become much more selective. That means buyers are no longer walking into homes hoping to make the house work emotionally. They are walking into looking for reasons why the house may not be worth the payment. And that is a completely different mindset. Now let's talk about what buyers notice immediately. The sellers underestimate this constantly. Buyers notice energy within seconds, not the square footage, not the statistics, energy. They notice lighting, smell, temperature, clutter, noise, layout, natural light, furniture placements, and even how the home feels emotionally the moment they walk through the front door. What's happening right now is buyers are making emotional decisions faster than ever because they already did most of the research online before arriving to your home. That means when they enter the home, they're looking for confirmation. They want the house to feel the way the listing promised it would feel. And if there is a disconnect, buyers mentally check out very quickly. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes sellers making right now is overestimating buyer tolerance. A few years ago, buyers overlooked flaws because of inventory was limited. They overlooked outdated flooring, old kitchens, cluttered room, and awkward layout because they felt desperate to secure a home. Today, they don't have to overlook these things anymore. Buyers compare your home to every competing listing online before they even arrive. And because of affordability is tighter, buyers are emotionally expecting more for the payment they're about to make. So if the buyers walk in and immediately feel overwhelmed by repairs and updates, clutter and maintenance, they disconnect emotionally almost instantly. And now let's talk about buyers' exhaustion, because this is something sellers rarely think about. Today's buyers are mentally tired. They're tired of high payments, high interest rates, competition, and economic uncertainty. Because of that, buyers naturally gravitate towards homes that feel emotionally easy. They want homes that feel move-in ready emotionally, even if they are not fully remodeled. That means clean presentation matters tremendously now. Simple spaces matter, bright spaces matter. Homes that feel calm perform dramatically better than homes that feel overwhelming. Now let's talk about smell, because this is something many sellers completely underestimate. Buyer notice smell immediately. Pets, cooking, smoke, humidity, strong fragrances, trying to cover odors. All of this matters. And the reason smell matters so much because it creates an emotional reaction before buyers even consciously process it. The moment buyers feel uncomfortable, they start emotionally disconnecting from the property. And once emotional connection breaks, buyers start analyzing flaws more critical. Now let's talk about clutter, because clutter is another silent showing killer. Sellers become emotionally blind to their own clutter because they live in the home every day. But buyers don't see your belonging emotionally. They see distraction. And when rooms feel crowded, buyers perceive the home is smaller. When closets are packed, buyer assumes storage is limited. And when countertops are overloaded, buyers feel overwhelmed. And overwhelmed buyers leave quickly. This is why decluttering is not just about cleanliness. It's about helping buyers emotionally breathe inside the space. And now let's talk about lighting, because this is another massive issue. Dark homes struggle badly right now. Buyers want brightness, openness, and natural light. Homes that feel dark emotionally feel heavier and less inviting. This is why simple things like opening blinds, changing light bulbs, repainting dark walls, and improving staging can dramatically change buyer response. Buyers are not just buying square footage, they're buying feelings. Now let's talk about pricing, because pricing still affects showing behavior more than sellers realize. When buyers feel a home is overpriced before they even walk in, they enter critically. They walk in already searching for reasons the home does not justify the number. That mindset changes the entire showing experience. Instead of imagining themselves living there, buyers start calculating flaws. The kitchen needs work, the flooring feels outdated, the backyard is smaller than expected. And once buyers enter that analytical mindset, emotional connection weakens quickly. And now let's talk about online expectation, because this is another major issue in today's market. Many listings are over-edited online with wide-angle photos, heavy filters, and misleading perspectives. Then buyers arrive and the home feels dramatically different than the photos. The moment that happens, trust disappears. Buyer walk in already disappointed because the emotional expectation created online was inaccurate. That disconnect kills momentum immediately. And now let's talk about sellers' emotions, because this part matters too. Many sellers take buyer reaction personally, but buyer behavior today is not personal. It's a market psychology. Buyers today are simply much more cautious than they used to be. That means sellers need to stop asking, why don't buyers love my house? And start asking, does my home align with what today's buyer emotionally want? And that shift switches everything. Now let's focus on what smart sellers are doing differently. They are preparing the home before listings. They are decluttering aggressively, improving lighting, handling small repairs, neutralizing spaces, and creating emotional flow throughout the home. Most importantly, they are looking at property through the eyes of today's buyer instead of through emotional attachment, because emotional attachment blinds seller constantly. And sellers see memories, buyers see value. And those are two completely different perspectives. And now let's zoom out for a moment, because this is important. Homes are still selling every day in Los Angeles, Santa Clarita area. And buyers are still buying. But buyers are buying homes that emotionally feel aligned with payments they're about to make. That is the shift. And sellers who understand still creating strong activity, while others are struggling to understand why buyers keep walking away. So let's bring this all together. If buyers are leaving your home quickly, if showings feel weak, or if your home is sitting longer than expected, understand this clearly. Buyers today are emotionally evaluating homes faster and more critically than ever before. They are comparing, analyzing, filtering and making emotional decisions within minutes. That means presentation matters more, pricing and condition matters, and emotional connections matters even more. Because today's buyers are not just asking, can I buy this home? They are asking, does this home feel worth the payment I'm about to commit to? And the homes answering that question correctly are still winning in today's market. If you are thinking about selling your home in the Santa Clarita Valley, Los Angeles area and want strategy built around today's buyer psychology instead of yesterday's market condition, I'd love to guide you through that process. I'm Rima Rafay with the Rafay Group with DXP Realty. And if this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with another homeowner who needs it. And we'll see you on the next one.